And we've all been given these gifts for a reason. Imagine if we all use them for their true purpose. Imagine if we use whatever we've been given to do whatever we do for His glory and for His kingdom. We've all been called to make disciples of all nations. It's just a matter of who will respond. I've heard it said that you can tell that you're doing what God made you to do if your passion lines up with what you're gifted in, and those things line up with opportunities that open up. But I recognize that we're all in different places on this journey, regardless of age. For example, I had a friend tell me, he said, "I have no idea what my passion is. I've been thinking about it for months, but I just can't think of anything." And you may be in a similar position of uncertainty about your personal passions or gifts, but if you're attacking it in the same way as him, first of all, there's no video, no conference, no idea or concept that can personally tell you what you were made to do better than the one who created you, your creator who thought up his plan for you even before you were born. But after prayer, God takes the responsibility, and we gotta take the responsive action. No, my point is, you gotta get up and go. Pray, but don't stay. Go try different things, but that's a problem. We're so afraid to try. Some of you might be in a different position. You know what God has gifted you with, or you know what you love to do, but you're waiting. Waiting for the spotlight, waiting until you get this qualification, waiting because of this excuse, waiting for doors to open up. Meanwhile, you're not using your gift in the present. You're not doing what you're passionate about until fill in the blank happens. But where you are right now in your life is no mistake. While you're waiting on God to change your circumstance, God may be waiting on you to use your circumstance to glorify Him, to use what you've been given to be a light to those around you, wherever you are now. Those doors that you're waiting on aren't going to open up unless you get up and go knock on them. Knocking might look different for each individual, but it is always action in the here and now by faith. But like I said, we're frozen by the fear of failure, so we don't even try. And actually, a lot of times it's not even that we're afraid of the fruit or the result itself. It's that we're afraid of what people will think or say about it. When really, our job is just to plant or water the seeds. How much growth comes from the seed, when that growth comes, that's all from God. If we get up and go obey Him and tend to whatever seed He calls us to at the time, we can trust that whatever blessings it produces is God's job and God's will be done. So if we don't have to seek the approval of anyone other than Him, and He is in charge of the provision, the pressure is eliminated. There's no reason not to get up and go use your blessings to bless others now, because you don't have to worry about whether or not this outcome occurs. We can trust the provision to God's plan. If we're obedient and knocking, we can trust that He will open up the doors that He wants us to go through. It's like this. You may have heard the phrase, where God guides, He provides. But check this out. According to this powerful promise, you first have to get up and go where God guides for that second part to be fulfilled. If we had all day, I would go through some of Jesus' miracles with you and show you a lot of times it takes action. It takes having the courage and faith to take the first step in obedience to the Lord, and He will provide the miraculous result according to His perfect timing and His perfect plan. Knowing that, out of faith, will you respond to God's conviction? There's nothing that's stopping you except for you. Get up and go be who God made you to be.